Everyone on YouTube seems to think that they have all the answers on how you should market your music and build a music career.
I'm smart, you're dumb. I'm big, you're little. I'm right, you're wrong.
Instead of spending time telling you why you should listen to me over the other guys, why don't I just show you the exact system that I use with my students and let the teaching speak for itself? I'll do my best to explain the why and how so that it all makes a little bit more sense too. All that I ask is that you let me know in the comments afterwards how I did. Okay, so I want you to write this down. Attract, retain, convert. That's the only way that you and I will ever have a chance of finding success in the music industry. It's very, very simple, but it's not easy. The fact is you need people to hear your music in order to have a chance of building a music career, which I think we can all agree with, but that's why marketing is so important. We have a product, which is your music, and we want to take that product and deliver it to the market. That's where the term marketing comes from. How do we do that? How do we get our product into the marketplace and into the hands of the people? Well, in order to connect with people, we really need to attract people. Easier said than done, right? This is where content marketing comes into place and why it's so freaking important. See, back in the day, artists really didn't have a whole lot of avenues to get in front of people, and that's why the record labels had all the control. But now we have so many different platforms to choose from, and it can be overwhelming and a little discouraging at this point. And I know it can feel hopeless, helpless. It seems like everybody's making music, everybody's trying to market themselves, and it's just oversaturated, which in a lot of ways is kind of true. The music industry isn't what it was 5 years ago, let alone 25 years ago, but the overall strategy is the same. Get in front of as many people as possible, get them hooked with brand and story, then convert that attention to revenue. That's all there is to it, and that's all there ever will be when it comes to building a music career. Attract, retain, convert. Starting to make sense? Now, in order to get us in front of as many people as we can, that requires us to go to where the people are, right? And where are those people? They're mainly in 4 key places: online, more specifically social media, traditional media, in real life, and then the source, which is what I'm talking about when it comes to the streaming platforms. Somebody could find you on social media, read an article about you in a physical magazine, hear you play in person, or stumble across your music by complete accident on Spotify or Apple Music, for example. Now, which one of those options would you say has the most people? If you said social media, you'd be absolutely correct. Now, I'm explaining all of this to help you make better sense of the overall system and not just one small puzzle piece. I know a lot of you guys out there say that creating content or being on social media
isn't what they signed up for as a musician.
To be honest, you're totally right. Understand this. There is a massive difference between calling yourself a musician and seriously pursuing a career in music. There's 2 very different things. In order to be heard, you have to first work on being seen. I know a lot of purists hate when I say that, but it's always been the truth. Before social media, artists would hope to get discovered, which would typically require doing a ton of small gigs, showcases, and face-to-face networking. They had to be seen. Then, if they won the lottery and it actually happened to where they got signed, they would have to worry about the label prioritizing them so that they wouldn't become another act that got shelved or dropped. Now, this is why we have to have aggressive patience when it comes to building our personal brand in parallel with growing our fan base. Now, I'm going to show you what that looks like. So to start, let's say that you have one song ready to go right now. Well, your song will always have 2 key ingredients: a mood or a vibe, and subject matter, unless it's an instrumental, of course. So those 2 things alone can help you develop so many stories and content ideas. For example, you have a sad song about heartbreak. That's relatable to your ideal audience. You have a happy song about falling in love. That's relatable to your target audience. You have a high-energy trap song about cars, clothes, money, and hoes. That's relatable to your target audience. The point is, you need to connect with your target audience, and we do that consistently with content and storytelling. Now, I want you to take a second and think about all the commercials and the imagery that you see in the months leading up to a big movie release. Then think about all those late-night talk show interviews and collabs with YouTubers, with the main actors. The commercials and the images make you aware of what's coming, and the interviews and other human interactions via collabs are what hook us into a perceived connection with the actual characters. This is what we're doing with our content and how we build a personal brand. Labels sign audiences because that's where the money is. So if you think that building an audience is too hard or not worth your time, you're right, and you should quit right now before you waste more time. That said, if you understand that a business needs customers in order to stay in business, and that building your audience is essentially building your customer base, then congratulations. I think that you actually have a chance of finding success with your music. Now, I could sit here and tell you how often to post or the different content types, but for time's sake, let's just all agree that being consistent is good, and standing out with your content is important, but that requires discipline and imagination. Those 2 things put together are a frickin' superpower. And I actually want to touch on that for a second as far as like what to post and when. I get that question daily. Adam, what should I post? I need a list or something. And I get it. But as an artist, you use your imagination to create the song. You don't need someone telling you what to create, what to say, when, where to post it. You need to put in the repetition to build your reputation. There are those that ask 20 questions about how to be an amazing content creator. And then there's those that go out and create the content and become amazing through the repetition. One thing I need you to understand is that your output determines your outcome when it comes to building a fan base. You need to be in it for the long run because sometimes it takes years just to get into momentum, especially when you're trying to figure all this out on your own. Now let's dive deeper into attract, retain, and convert. I'm going to break down everything so it makes a little bit more sense and you could start applying this today. All right, first and foremost, identifying where your potential fans hang out is crucial. It's not just about being everywhere. It's about being where it matters. For musicians in 2024, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Spotify are non-negotiable. Each platform has its own language, algorithm, so understanding and leveraging these things is going to set you apart. For instance, TikTok thrives on trends and authenticity. Showcasing your personality behind the scenes and creating music or even sharing your thoughts on a trending topic can help you get noticed. Instagram with its stories, reels, and carousels is perfect for storytelling, sharing your journey, the ups and downs, and letting people into your world. Now, attracting fans is one thing, but keeping them interested is a whole different ballgame. This is where content strategy plays a significant role. Your content needs to be engaging, consistent, and most importantly, valuable. What are your fans getting by following you? Is it inspiration, entertainment, or maybe some insights on the industry from your perspective? Whatever it is, you have to deliver consistently. Engagement is so important. You go out there and you put out a bunch of content, and without engagement, you're not going to build a community around your brand. Now, engagement is easy. Like, respond to comments. Engage with your followers' content. Make them feel like they're part of your journey. Take 2 seconds to give a shit. That's how you're going to build a fan base. Now, finally, we have to talk about conversion. This isn't just about selling your music. It's about converting casual listeners into loyal fans. Offer exclusive content, early access to music, maybe merch to your subscribers or your social media followers. Why not have a live Q&A or a virtual concert? These type of interactions are going to make people feel special and more likely to support you financially. Buying your music, paid merch, if you have Patreon, maybe tickets to your shows. Remember, consistency is more than just frequently posting on social media. It's about consistently delivering value, consistently engaging with your audience, and consistently refining your strategies based on what works. Your music is part of your brand, and how you market it should reflect the quality and passion that you put behind creating it. As you implement these strategies, keep track of what works and what doesn't. Marketing is not a one-size-fits-all. It's about finding what's going to work for your unique audience. Success in the music industry doesn't happen overnight. It's a result of consistent effort, learning and adapting, and also surrounding yourself with the right people. Don't be discouraged about slow progress. Every step forward is a step towards your goals. You need to remember that. Now, if you're serious about taking your music career to the next level, I do have some exciting news. For the past 8 months, my team and I have been behind the scenes putting together a brand new community for musicians and independent artists where I'll have the ability to help you guys elevate your music career with support from my team and I. This new community is called Musician Hub, and my goal is to pour into this community and give everyone an affordable option of getting help and support from experts in the music industry. Now, we'll be doing weekly trainings, content workshops, and monthly Q&A sessions, not to mention exclusive live calls, live coaching calls with top indie artists, managers, producers, sync agents, and so much more. And on top of that, I'm offering my Music Marketing Jumpstart program just for being a member of Musician Hub. Now, for the next 30 days, I'm offering a discounted Founders Club rate to join Musician Hub. And as part of the Founders Club, you'll not only unlock that lower pricing for life, but you'll also receive the official Founders Club badge to show the rest of the community that you were there from the start. Now, to join, just go to musicianhub.com or click the link in the description box below. Let's make 2024 the year that you break through into the music industry. Thanks for watching, and remember, your music deserves to be heard. Now go out there and let's make it happen.